Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. Going to be taking on Cagliari here in a little bit, but first and foremost we're going to be doing our Champions League group stage draw. We've been seeded third for this one, so the draw's super important. If we end up with a horror show draw, we could very well not manage to qualify, so let's get into it and see who we wind up with. Just draw these groups fairly quickly down to the point where we'll be in. Alright, so Shakhtar Man United would be a pretty sweet group to get. Man United obviously a tough one, but Shakhtar, as far as top seeds go, would be, you know, one of the easiest. Leverkusen, okay, we can't get that group. This would be a group of death. PSG and Barcelona, their third seed is Anderlecht, poor Anderlecht. Bayern Real Madrid would be another group of death. Their third seed is PSV, poor PSV. Now Porto and Sevilla would be perfect. We could even top this one. Lazio get that one. Arsenal Zenit wouldn't be too bad. We got Arsenal Zenit. Okay, that's not bad. I'll accept that all day long. Let's just draw the rest. So we can either get Copenhagen, Austria Vienna or Celtic. We're going to get Celtic, I can almost guarantee it. We got Copenhagen. So that is an excellent Champions League draw. Probably not going to manage to pip Arsenal to first place. But you never know. Actually, I'm confident that we'll manage to do at least second place, and I have a little sneaking suspicion we might be able to take first place from Arsenal. It is of course transfer deadline day. A bid for Gabbia there I'm going to reject because we've already accepted a bid for Gabbia on loan where he'll be a key player. We've got transfer stuff to run through in a moment, but we'll just get through deadline day before we do that. We've actually got a deal we're waiting to complete ourselves, so we want to see if that comes in. Hopefully that will come in today. Florenzi has moved for 24.5 million to Atletico Madrid. That's a hell of a cheap fee, and there we go. We're going to get Leroy Sané in on loan for the season. Axel Campiol going to Fiorentina. We have a buyback option of 1 million and he's going for 300k. So he looks a decent-ish player. He could become something. If he does, we'll get him back. Gabbia going as a key player down to Serie B. We're going to get rid of that stupid Champions Cup press conference. And as I say, we'll be playing Cagliari in a minute, but we have actually just secured Leroy Sané. He comes in, he gets registered in the squad. He'll be playing. Just had a spoiler there. I was gonna do a big reveal for that signing. Let's just pretend we didn't see that. Finesse, we've received an offer for Finesse from Atalanta. There's lots of weird things on this. I think we're also going to put a buyback price of 1 million on that deal just in case he explodes as well, but I will accept the bid. He's not one that we've earmarked for greatness, so we'll let him go. Keep a little eye on him and make sure that if he does explode we can get him back for that cheap price of 1 million. When deadline day concludes, we'll look at our transfers before we play Cagliari to start the Serie A season. Of course, in episode 1 we had that magnificent victory over Atletico Madrid. Rode our luck big for large portions of the game, but Kalinic and Carlos Bacca did line up well together up front when Silva went off for Kalinic, and Kalinic picked the ball up from a long ball, ran wide, whipped it in, and we lifted the European Super Cup, beating Atletico Madrid, who obviously are the European champions. So that gives us some hope going into this Serie A season. We are second according to the bookies, 5-2 favourites to lift the Serie A title, and we are 7-2 favourites to lift the Serie A title. So we are now recognised as the second best side in the land. Of course, last season we ran Juventus close. There was a couple of bad results, 0-0 at home to a couple of teams that we could have beaten, where if we'd have won those games we would actually have lifted the Italian Championship last season, but sadly it wasn't to be. Juventus did hang on. But right now, 107 million AC Milan spent. But let's look at that properly, because we actually raised 112 million. So we've actually raised a little bit more than we've spent. Now a little look at the sales. We talked Montalivo, etc. last time. Ricardo Rodriguez left us for Bayern for 31.5 million. He was replaced by Antonio Barreca, who came in for fraction of that, 13.75. Leroy Sané is on a loan deal at the moment, and Federico Chiesa joined us for £50 million. So Federico Chiesa came in for a big transfer fee. Wonder kid, of course, could become 4.5 stars according to this key player. You look at him last season, 7.38 average for Fiorentina, 11 goals and 11 assists. So a big future for him. Obviously coming into play on the right hand side, which necessitates Leroy Sané coming in on loan to play on that left hand side. We don't need to register anyone else. Everybody in the squad is registered. Training report, Locatelli doing well, which is excellent to see. Another wonder kid, Locatelli. Locatelli and Chiesa, two young Italian wonder kids, which is what we want our team to be built off of. So I'm delighted that we've managed to get Chiesa in. Obviously Locatelli was ours already. It is time almost to kick off the season. Let's look at that. Transfer window top spenders. We were actually 5th in the top 5 there in the top spenders, just creeping in at 106 million. Liverpool 107, Bayern 150, Man United 158, and PSG miles ahead at 261 million. Serie A overall was 3rd in terms of money spent. So opening day, Benevento at home to the champion Juventus. Napoli face Sassuolo. I would expect I would expect an away victory for Juve and a home victory for Napoli. It was a 1-1 draw in both games. Excellent stuff. Chance to move 2 clear of Juve and Napoli right off the bat if we manage to beat Cagliari tomorrow. Excellent news. Any of our youngsters doing well? Yeah, a few of them. Plizzari doing well in goal for Verona, keeping a clean sheet. 7.1 for Gabbia, 7.1 for Sportelli, and a 6.8. Not bad for Zanolato there. So good for the youngsters out on loan doing well. But it is now time to take on Cagliari. Assistant manager is going to do our tactics, our pre-match tactical briefing, of course. Lucas Biglia happy to stay because PSG are no longer interested in him. Interestingly, Biglia might have left for PSG had they actually made any kind of bid at all. He's obviously ageing, and Locatelli's our long-term player in that position. The amount of transfer percentage we retain has now fallen to 35%, but I don't think there's going to be any more big spending coming up for us, so that should be, that should go back up as the finances improve. Chiesa is capable after recently recovering from a twisted knee, so he won't start today. We have a 1-1-0 record against Cagliari. They've never beaten us, but we have only beaten them once, and they've gained a draw against us. We'll clear the team selection at the moment and just have a look at it. We'll go with our more attacking formation against Cagliari today. Donnarumma, of course, will be the goalkeeper. The back three will be Barzagli, Bonucci and Romagnoli, as always. Would it be promised Bonucci? Young players will develop, okay. Right back, we're going to go... I'm not sure who to go with. I'm going to go with Matteo Darmian, just for the experience. On the left side, of course, it's going to be Antonio Barreca. In the midfield, Locatelli, who will play alongside Frank Kessie, as usual. The attacking midfielder will be Hakan Çalhanoğlu. And the strikers, Carlos Bacca, will play alongside Nikola Kalinic, who impressed by setting up Bacca for the goal against Atletico. So Silva reduced their place on the bench, and then basically everybody's going to be on the bench because of those brilliant Italian rules where you get 12 subs. We can actually bring up a young player as well. Who do we have? Murati. Okay, Emir Murati can come up and be on the bench. Right, so that's going to be our lineup. It's going to be, let's actually just review it before we go in. It's going to be Donnarumma, Barzagli, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Darmian, Barreca, Locatelli, Kessie, Çalhanoğlu, Bacca, Kalinic. So there's going to be debuts today for Barreca. In fact, just Barreca. Darmian, of course, making his league debut for AC Milan, but he did play in the Super Cup. So only Barreca will debut today. We'll look to get Sané and Chiesa on later into the game. But for now, there's only going to be debuts for those players. Sané can't get his favoured number 10. Shame. And we're up against this weird sweeper formation, which hopefully we can Hopefully we can break relatively easily. I'm expecting a good, confident performance to start the league. Sau gets it to Barella and Muru on the left-hand side. Nicola Muru forward to Sigarini. And the opening 5 minutes, Cagliari actually bossing possession. Here's Muru with the throw to Moise Keane. It's away by Darmian, but Muru picks it back up, playing it inside to Keane, who's got too much space to operate there. Keane goes out to Desena, pardon me. Desena. Oh, Barreca's nicked it. Good start. Kalinic now coming forward. He's lost it. Barella will get it forward to Keane. That's not good from Kalinic. Keane now switching it out to Muru on the other side. Heavily involved early on. Muru up against Darmian now. Lovely flick, but Locatelli will pinch it. Bacca now. Forward for Kalinic. He's got Çalhanoğlu. He plays it to Çalhanoğlu. Chance. Shoots. It's a great save by Seppi. Of course, signed from Napoli for Cagliari for this season. He's done very, very well to keep that out there. But Çalhanoğlu ultimately has to bury that. As we just go over the 50% mark and start to gain control of possession in the game. 5 shots to Cagliari's 1, 6-1 now in the opening 20 minutes. 8-1 now, my God, but we're still not creating any clear chances here. 25 minutes gone, only that Çalhanoğlu chance to speak of in the opening half hour now of the game. Sigarini is now injured on the other side. Lazio ahead of Novara through Dusan Basta. But it's a really boring game here at San Siro, it must be said. Spezia 2 up on Atalanta as we head for half time at 0-0. Bacca's been poor today. Apparently, a lot of them have been poor today. We've had 18 first half shots, 6 of those on target, and we've only seen the one chance, which was Çalhanoğlu's. I have to wonder who we're going to... We'll take Bacca off. We will bring on Chiesa and Sani, and we'll go back to our 4-2-3-1. Let's actually have a little look at what we do on that one. Kalinic will be the one that starts there. Bonucci, I'm still going to leave Bonucci on. He'll play with Romagnoli. Barzagli, the old head, can come off. Chiesa on there as a winger. Sani will go on to the other side for Bacca as a winger. You can play with Chiesa and Sani wide. Other than that, we'll pretty much go with the same thing. Tell them to push forward. Çalhanoğlu now to Barreca and Sani and Chiesa debuting today. They have to show that the 4-2-3-1 with them as the wingers is more effective than the other formation with the fullbacks. Çalhanoğlu to Kalinic playing it out wide. Barreca, possible chance at the start of the half. Barreca to Sani, chance for him to cross. He does, and it's well cleared away. Sau picking it up now at the other side actually for Cagliari. Now it's Moise Keane. Keane back to Sau. Chance here for Keane. No, actually Sau's ran into Bonucci and it's a free kick. Cagliari actually could have played advantage there. Maybe Keane would have been in. Bonucci, is he going to get carded by the referee here? Very possibly. Bonucci just gets a warning. Thank God. And it's an exciting start to the half as Barella lines this one up for Cagliari. Come on, Donnarumma. Hits it towards Donnarumma. It's easy for our big Italian goalkeeper to catch. Hopefully we can build from this. Donnarumma out to Bonucci. Chance to build from this. Bonucci out to Darmian. It's a great ball. Darmian getting forward down the right. Chiesa really has to... What was that? Anyway, corner kick. We start from here. Çalhanoğlu in. It's headed away. Sani will pick this up. Returns it to the danger. It's Romagnoli with the header. It's an easy save by Seppi in the end. And Cagliari continue to hold out. They've nearly lasted 50 minutes as Çalhanoğlu's ball is headed away by Salomon. I don't expect much to happen here now. Çalhanoğlu drives it in and it's away by Romagna, the defender. And 50 minutes has come and gone here at San Siro. Sparsely populated San Siro, I may add, which I find difficult to believe considering we have won the Europa League and followed that up with a Super Cup win. Being second, barely behind Juve last year, you would expect people would be coming out in numbers to see us today. As Seppi plays it out to Salomon over the top. Ibarbo's onto that. Ibarbo's in. Ibarbo shoots and Donnarumma with a fantastic stop to deny him. I don't really know who to take off. Çalhanoğlu's been poor. Do you know what? We'll give Bonaventura a chance. He's not somebody who I rate that highly, Bonaventura, but Çalhanoğlu's been pants today, so might as well give Bonaventura the opportunity. If I had more money, incidentally, I would like to have bought an attacking midfielder, but no dice. Bonaventura's ball in, away. Chiesa to Frank Kessie here, who smacks one, and what a finish by Frank Kessie. He's not been great today. Was considering actually taking him off and playing Biglia with Locatelli, but an absolute hammer of a shot from Frank Kessie. He did that quite a lot last season, and it's 1-0 to Milan. The Cagliari resistance eventually breaks. Sau was going to be in. Bonucci tripped him. He's going to walk here, isn't he? He certainly is going to walk. I'm going to play Frank Kessie as a centre back now. Sane and Chiesa will have to drop back. Darmian is a defensive fullback. Barreca on the other side, wing back, defend. Frank Kessie, I suppose, a ball playing defender. Locatelli can actually drop deeper to try and offer some protection. And very much so, we're going to go defensive now, more structured. Drop a little bit deeper, more direct on the passing, and going a bit narrower. No overlaps, of course. We'll take away working the ball into the box. And we're just basically going to try and see out the game with the 10 men. We'll try and contain Udinese, have a goal back against Inter, but they'll be winning. It's 3-1. Farago picking this up now for Cagliari at the back. We had a throw deep in Cagliari territory and we've lost that, and it's possibly going to be a chance in the other direction, so that disappoints me, as Barella picks it up here for Cagliari to Ionita, Salomon, De Sena. Lots of time. Obviously we don't want to rush out to them and get picked open. Barella playing it forward, De Barbo, Ionita, they're taking their time here. It's forward to Sau. Keane has obviously went off. It's to Barbo wide. There's a huge chance for him to whip it in. He does whip it in. It's over the head. It's Sau. No, fuck. Marco Sau has scored. Cancel the pending changes. We need to attack them now. We've only got 10 men, but we need to attack. This is not a good start to the season. We need to go higher. We need to go wide. Close down more. Stuck in. More direct. Overlap, everything basically. We need to go aggressively attacking them now. 50 Cagliari goals for Sau, unfortunately. We were at the back there, we were in our shape, we were nice and organised, and we still managed to give away a goal. Now here we go, this is where we started the last highlight. Barreca, Kalinic, it's a well won. Barreca though to Sane, into Bonaventura, takes a touch to Locatelli now, being pushed away from goal. It's shot, it's well wide by Bonaventura in the end. As we move into the last 10 minutes, chasing a goal, a man down. Wait, what? I'm very confused. That was weird. Did anybody see that there? AC Milan down here on the latest scoring. There was a goal in the 82nd minute by Chiesa, and it's just disappeared. That's really strange. We're going to try and overload them now, but I don't know what the hell happened there. Free kick be taken by Kessie long, I suppose. Nothing we can do about it now. It's obviously, I'm assuming it was some kind of display issue, as Barreca plays it to Bonaventura. Barella now cuts that out. Farago, there's a chance we're going to get hit on the counter here. Ionita to Romagna. He tries to play it forward. It deflects to Kalinic, who shoots, and Seppi again. For fuck's sake, man. What a save by the goalkeeper, but he really has to be burying that. Bonaventura's ball in is just caught by Seppi now. And Seppi on a 7.8. But Donnarumma in his own right's on a 7.6, so we can't really say we've been done by the keeper today. Chiesa's ball in's easily headed away. Frank Kessie will pick it up, probably time up. Kessie back to Chiesa. Can he angle it in? He cuts it back to Kessie. Kessie, oh dearie me, tries one of his shots and it's well wide. And just like Juve and Napoli, we're going to start with a 1-1. At least we have the excuse of being down to 10 men. But 28 shots to 9, 11 of ours on target, and we only managed one goal. Aggressively not good enough. Terrible performance to start the season. Bonucci's going to get fined for 2 weeks because he's cost us the points there. He accepts his fine, aye. 2 right, because you were completely in the wrong. Catroni gets a goal for Novara. Their hard-fought draw away at Lazio, but a terrible start to the season. Terrible start. 1-1 there. Obviously, pinch of salt because we were down to 10 men there, but it's not a good sign for the season, starting with a 1-1 against piss-poor Cagliari at San Siro. So I'm not happy with how this episode went. I hope you guys are at least looking forward to the season developing, even though it hasn't started particularly great there against Cagliari. If you could drop down below and leave a like on the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Of course, if you want to see the videos as they drop for the series, you could subscribe to the channel, which I'd be really grateful for. But overall, thanks for watching, although we didn't deliver in this episode. And I'll see you next time when we go to Sassuolo and we start the Champions League hosting Copenhagen.